Hi there guys, this is Chris Coney speaking and welcome back. Now in this lesson we're going to go through the basics of receiving Bitcoin transactions. Now the first thing I want to show you in this video is how blockchain.info allows you to create multiple accounts inside your wallet. Now this will help you organize your transactions much in the same way that you would by having, say, multiple bank accounts. Now blockchain.info also allows you to add a description to every single transaction, and I'll show you that later. So when you create new accounts, just name them in terms of general categories. So to create a new account then, all you have to do is go over to the left, click on settings, click on addresses, and here we are. We have the original account here, which is called My Bitcoin Wallet, and you can change the name of this if you want to, just by going over to the right hand side, clicking on manage, then clicking on more options, edit name, and now we can update this name. I'm going to change the name of this to main account, and then I shall click rename. Now I'm going to go over to addresses again and click on it again to go back to the top. Then I'm going to click add to add me a new address, and this account I'm going to call it savings, create new. And now we have 2 Bitcoin accounts inside the same wallet. Now when we go back to the home screen, which is here, and we click receive, we can actually select which account we want to receive money into. And in my case, I've got these 2. Also, if I just click done, and then when I go to the transaction section, you can also use this drop down to select which account you'd like to see a list of transactions for. If you don't select anything, it stays on all, and then it just gives you a list of all transactions for all of your different accounts. The most recent transaction appears at the top, and then it goes backwards in time. But as you get more and more transactions in your wallet, you might want to filter it just to savings transactions or just to main account transactions. Now, in terms of privacy, it's a good idea to generate a new receiving address for every transaction. And blockchain.info makes this automatic. So you'll see when you first click on receive, it tells me here a new address has been generated for you to receive Bitcoins. Now the reason we're able to do this is because every Bitcoin private key can have up to 2 billion public addresses. So that's enough to last you a lifetime, several lifetimes, even if you are the most addicted shopper around. And using a new address every time increases your privacy because only one transaction will ever be associated with that address. So even if somehow that address got linked to your identity, it's only associated with one transaction. So now it's time to receive your first Bitcoin transaction. And what better person to send you some money than me? So to request the Bitcoin that comes free with this course, just go to Cryptoversity, click on the support button from the main menu, and then click on create new ticket. Type in a subject line such as Bitcoin triangle payment request. Then type in a simple message in the description box. Select a category down here. Select the priority. This is just a normal priority ticket. And finally, the most important thing to include is the Bitcoin address that you'd like the payment to go into. So put that in the description field here. So I've put, please can I claim the free Bitcoin that comes with this course. So I'm going to put the Bitcoin address on a new line. And I'm going to go back to my blockchain.info wallet. I'm going to go to the home page. And I'm going to click on receive. That generates me a new address. Then I'm going to select which account I want to receive it into. I'll just have it go into my main account. I can either highlight this whole address like this, or it might be simpler if I just click away to deselect it. It might be simpler if you just click on this little clipboard icon, and it'll actually make sure that all of the characters are highlighted. Then I just right click on this, copy, go back to the support ticket, and then I paste it in there. Again, make sure you have copied all the characters of the address. Bitcoin transactions are one way, remember, so once I've sent this payment, that is it. It either ends up in your wallet or it ends up in someone else's. Now, one final thing to mention before we click submit down the bottom here. Be aware that by submitting this payment request, you are forfeiting your money back guarantee. That means once you submit this ticket, you won't be able to claim your money back guarantee on this course. If you want to keep your money back guarantee open, then skip this step and do it later on once you're actually happy with the course and that you want to keep it. So once we submit the ticket, that message will be automatically sent through to me and I will then process your payment. Now you'll know when it's arrived because it will immediately appear in your blockchain.info wallet, and I'll also reply to that ticket letting you know. So let's skip ahead in time and see what that looks like. So here we are a little while later, and we see a transaction has appeared on the homepage under most recent activity. And we see the transaction and the amount of Bitcoin that we have received. Now in the top right hand corner, this gives me my overall balance. It also shows the value in pounds. You can change this to your local currency in the settings section if you have a different currency to that. And you can also change whether by default it shows the balance in Bitcoin or in your local currency just by clicking on it. So there, that makes the actual local currency the major measurement. If I click it again, it puts the Bitcoin as the major measurement. Now, if you pay attention to this message down here, it says, why does my balance keep changing? Well, your balance doesn't change because you'll always have the same amount of Bitcoin in the wallet. It's just that the value of that Bitcoin in your local currency will fluctuate from time to time, which is just like any two currencies that have an exchange rate. Now, before you can actually use that Bitcoin, it has to be confirmed on the Bitcoin network. So what I mean by that is if we go over to transactions here, you'll see at the moment that amount of Bitcoin is sort of faded out a little bit. If we click on this little circle with an arrow in it, it says here it's pending 3 confirmations, and at the moment there's 0 out of 3 confirmations. So that transaction needs to be confirmed 3 times, then this money will be able to be spent again. Now a single confirmation takes about 10 minutes, and once 3 confirmations have gone through, that transaction is pretty much irreversible. So the last thing to do with this transaction is to give it an individual description. Like I said earlier, this is another way to organize yourself and keep a record of what the payments in and out of your wallet were for. You'll notice in this column here, it says add a description. If I click on that, it gives me a little text box to type out a description for this transaction. So I've just typed out a simple description there and I click save. So that is how easy it is to receive a Bitcoin transaction. And remember, if we go back to the homepage here and click on receive, this little address here is the only piece of information that you need to give someone in order for them to be able to send you money. I mean, contrast that to the regular banking system where you have to supply all kinds of personal information. And like we discussed earlier, it says here, or you can scan this. This is a QR code. It's just another copy of this long string of letters and numbers that is readable by a mobile phone camera. So you could print that out, put it in a shop window. Often people put these QR codes on their websites to receive donations. Of course, the only downside to that is that it's using the same address over and over again, but it's a bit of a trade-off for convenience. But like I said, anybody in the world can send you Bitcoin. You could just text this address to someone, email it to them, send it to them in a Facebook message, send it to them in a tweet, doesn't matter. If you post that address on the internet, people can start sending Bitcoin to it immediately. So that wraps it up for this lesson on the basics of receiving. Until the next lesson, it's me, Chris Coney, saying bye for now.